All right, today we're going to take a close look at a health supplement called Gluconite, and we're going to do that by deconstructing its official website, piece by piece, to see exactly how it's presented. Let's dive in. So the very first thing you see when you land on their homepage is this one single word, breakthrough. It's huge, it's bold, and right away, that's a massive promise. It immediately sets a really high expectation for what's about to come. Our goal here is pretty simple. We're just going to analyze how this product is pitched to a potential customer. We're going to look at the language they use, the way they build their argument, and of course, the promises they make, all based only on what's on their website. So let's start with the core of it all. What is this stuff really? Well, the website positions it as something much more than just your typical everyday supplement. And here is the central claim. They call it the only formula in the world that does this very specific thing. The whole unique selling point is this direct connection they draw between getting deep sleep and maintaining healthy blood sugar. Now, what's really interesting is the language they use to describe how it works. See, they don't just say it helps you. No, they claim it creates a powerful accelerator effect. That phrase is designed to sound scientific, dynamic, like it's actively working on your metabolism while you're just sleeping. Okay, so let's move on and see what they say this will actually do for you. What are the specific outcomes that the site says Gluconite will deliver? Well, the website lists a whole range of benefits, positioning this as a kind of all-in-one solution. It promises to boost your metabolism, help you reclaim your energy, balance your blood sugar and insulin, revitalize you with deeper sleep, and even reduce your food cravings. And this quote right here is a perfect example of the website's storytelling style. It's not just a boring list of benefits, it paints a really vivid picture. I mean, that phrase, melt away, that's so evocative, right? It connects the product directly to results you can see and measure. Of course, anytime you're talking about a supplement, a huge question for anybody is it safe? So let's explore how the website tries to answer that question. The site really builds a case for safety and quality by hitting several key points. It emphasizes that the formula is all natural and perfectly safe. Then they add these other layers of credibility. It's made in the USA, produced in an FDA-registered facility, and follows GMP guidelines. That's good manufacturing practices. These are all terms designed to build trust. And now we get to the sales pitch, the part where they show you the price and try to remove any last-minute hesitation you might have. So the pricing is set up in 3 tiers. You can get one bottle for $69 plus shipping, but they are really pushing you to buy in bulk. The price per bottle drops all the way down to $49 if you buy a 6-month supply, and they throw in free shipping. It's a classic marketing strategy. Now that number, 180, is really important here. It's not just the number of days in their best value package. It's also how many days their satisfaction guarantee lasts. And here's how they frame that guarantee. It's not just a policy, it's a statement of extreme confidence. A full 6-month, 100% satisfaction guarantee, that is a really powerful way to make a first-time buyer feel like there's no risk. All right, for our last section, let's do a little digging. We're going to look at some of the other information on the site. You know, the disclaimers and the fine print that you find alongside these big promises. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting, when you put the marketing claims right next to the legal disclaimers. On one hand, in their FAQ, they say, Gluconite can change your life. But then, down in the footer of the site, you find the standard disclaimer. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. And you see a very similar contrast here. The site says over and over that the product helps support your healthy blood sugar, but the required legal text clarifies that it's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. That's a really critical distinction they have to make. And finally, if you dig deep into the terms and conditions, the website makes it very clear that all this content is for informational purposes only, and that it's not a replacement for professional medical advice. They explicitly tell people to talk to a doctor before starting any new program. So after breaking all that down, you can see how the marketing language, the trust signals, and the legal disclaimers all live together on the same page. It kind of leaves us with a final question for you. When you're looking at these kinds of claims online, what's the first thing you look for to try and separate the sales pitch from the facts?